Hey folks, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Racing Show here at Race Plaza Media. My name is Pia.
My name is Milan.
And today we're going to take a look at the very special 75th MotoGP anniversary retro liveries that are very special for this weekend in Silverstone. I've seen them already. You have not yet seen them. So we're going to get your first impressions of them and then see what maybe your favorites are versus my favorites. And then also, please, of course, let us know in the comments below what you thought about these special liveries. Are you ready?
I am.
Yes?
Let's do it.
Sweet. Here we go. Let me open up. Oh, that's wrong. Here we go. So I put a little presentation together so we can see them. So first up, and I wrote down some notes because I couldn't memorize all this information. So as mentioned, it's the 75th anniversary of MotoGP. And so there's, of course, a lot of history. So all the different teams have put different liveries together based on history from their teams. So here are our teams. First off, we have Yamaha. Those were the first ones to reveal their outfits as well. And they are inspired by the speed block design by 8-time Premier Class champ Giacomo Agostini. And then this design specifically represents the look back in the 1970s. So on the next slide, here I have a comparison.
Okay, that's actually really cool. At first, because I'm not as familiar with this, obviously,
Yes.
Compared to when we did the same or similar challenge with F1. But now seeing the OG, essentially, I think they did a really, really excellent job with it.
Yeah. And I
to
personally,
commemorate
I
that.
like the design a lot. I like this speed block, big chunky lines, bright colors
It's
kind
also,
of design.
it's just, I think also in MotoGP, you have a lot of bikes that blend in with each other. They look a little bit similar. So this is like really pops.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. So let's move on to Honda, LCR Honda. So they have two different designs. So one, of course, you can see the red design. So that one, the red and white design is inspired by the Japanese flag. So that's of Takaki Nakagami.
So you almost have it seems like a circle up front almost, like here.
Oh, gotcha. On the side
Yeah,
here,
exactly.
you mean? Yes, right
Yeah.
there. Yes, exactly. And then so the green design, Sarko's car, the bike of his, is inspired by Mike Halewood's bike from 1966, which you can see here, also a representation.
I think I actually really like the way the bikes look back in the day. It's also really interesting how round
Yes.
the shield was, or the windshield in the front. It is a lot less now. I think now it's kind of geared to shoot over them.
Yes.
Right?
Because of aerodynamics.
Yeah.
And
We got much better at it,
of
obviously.
course, yeah.
But I think they did a really, really good job. Once again, it just especially the green one now in this case really pops because I can't even tell you if there's a green bike on the grid at the moment.
I don't think so, not off the top of my head.
There's
Not
a lot
in
of them are
MotoGP.
there's a lot of red ones, and then you have the light blue and purplish situation, or lavender.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel like it's more like a baby blue, and then you have Pramac with the purple and the red.
Yeah.
You have lots of different reds. You have some oranges. But yeah, I really like this. I like both iterations of the bike, to be honest.
Especially if you understand also the inspiration, I think. Especially for fans that have been fans of the sport for such a long time.
Yes.
This is really, really awesome. So I really like it so far. So far they've been good.
Nice. All right. So next up we have Repsol Honda. So this is their design now, and then this is inspired, which I thought was such a cool fun fact. It's inspired by this current chief steward, Freddie Spencer, who's the current chief steward of MotoGP.
Okay.
His maiden Premier Class title bike of 1983. So
And
that's
that was, and then that's the team obviously he was driving for, riding for.
He wrote for a Honda back then.
Oh, okay,
Yes, yeah.
okay. Also really cool, and it's back in the day they did these big numbers
Chunks.
and stuff like that. And now it's a lot more stylized.
Yeah.
And it blends a little bit more.
It's more integrated, I feel like, in the
Yeah,
design.
back in the day it was just
popped out more.
it kind of feels like when you first learn how to use Illustrator or something. You have a layer and you pop up another layer on top of it, or
But
something
I wonder
that.
if it was also maybe for
Visuals.
Yeah, exactly.
Because on camera, probably they couldn't do like the zoom ins like they used to or do now.
And also keeping track of the vehicles, which one is which on the track. Because, yeah, I mean, technology, of course, is much better now than it was back in the day.
That's really awesome. Did he say anything about it?
Not that I know of.
I don't know if it's also tricky for him to say something about it.
I don't know. But I know I've heard that we're getting a new chief steward, I guess, next year. And there's something going on there, too. But we're both new to it. So here, Grassini Racing. So Marc Marquez and Alec Marquez as team. Okay. And the white livery is in honor of the late owner, Fausto Grassini, who won in the 125cc in 1985 and 1987. So this is the inspiration.
That is almost
the current bike, yeah.
Yeah, it almost seems like 1-to-1, you know?
Oh wait, here's the inspiration. So here is the inspiration, and then the bottom one is the new one. But yeah, it's really really
can you
close.
Go back? Is that an option?
Here.
Isn't the bike on the left? Isn't that an old bike? Because look at the top.
Oh yes, because it is actually on
display.
It's on display at
because I was like the top is so, and like look at the bag.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But isn't it cool?
Very cool.
Like I think also the design wise, I think it's one of my favorites.
Really, I was gonna say it's my least favorite.
Really?
Because it's so much white, and I don't usually like anything white.
That is true, but I just thought it was something different.
Yeah.
But okay, so let's move on.
You're also Marc Marquez girl.
I am Marc Marquez girl. Next up, we have Prima Pramac Racing. So this is their this is their retro inspiration, and this is in honor of third-time champ Angel Nieto, and this is the winning bike design of 1983 of the 125cc.
All right, I'm just gonna say it already. Call me basic, but I love this a lot. Okay, and I'll tell you why, right? Because it does remind me also like the color and everything of Ferrari. And like Ducati and stuff like that, and it's just this red, and I love it. You know, I'm not actually a big red person outside of like anything, but I really love it. I really love it.
Interesting. Okay, well, I mean that's good. And a lot of the drivers also have special helmet designs.
Oh, that's awesome.
This time around, and inspiration, and which I thought was really really cool. They're also going to have a special BMW safety car.
That's
on site
awesome.
this time. I forgot to add a picture of it to the slide, but we'll see it at the race when we watch the race. I watched just FYI, I watched qualifying or the sprint race, and they weren't.
So this is for the main event.
This is only for the main event.
Isn't it also interesting if you look at the bike at the right, how thin the tire is?
Seriously,
it's so thin. There's
so thin.
It's like grip for like one lap and then you're done.
Seriously. All right, so next up we have Aprilia. So theirs is this black bike, and it's to celebrate their ambassador's success of Max Biaggi on his 250cc in 1994 through 1996, and it's this black and gray color. Here is the original design versus, of course, the new one.
Okay, so you already have a secret German flag in there.
Which we love.
Well, actually, it's upside down, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's in there.
It's in there, in my heart. I do like it. Because I also love how shiny that black is. And I don't think there's a black bike on the grid. I don't know on top of my head.
Yeah,
it's not usually allowed on camera.
It's also not our first season, so
but,
please forgive us.
Yeah, forgive us if there's a black bike. But I do actually like this one too.
Yeah. Okay.
I like this one. Is the bike the original bike? Are they all from this? What era was this again?
So this one is from 1994 through 1996.
1994, 1999. Okay.
Yeah. So the ones that we've seen previously were a little bit older. So they all range at different types of years. But so let's see. Next up, we have Ducati Lenovo. And this one is the inspiration is the return of Ducati to the modern era, so to the premier class in 2003. So it's still, it
looks like, almost like I cannot tell.
This is the inspiration for it, but of course they can't use the Marlboro because that's illegal.
Yeah, can't advertise smoking. That's bad for you.
Yes.
Because that used to also be big on the side of the Ferraris and the McLaren,
and
I think.
It's
right?
such an iconic.
It is super
look.
iconic.
And I get why they're not allowed to do it, and I'm all for it. But it's just so because that's the first memory I have almost of like Formula One cars is the big like Marlboro and stuff on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think the inspiration one 2003 looks really really cool.
The inspiration one looks really, really good. The one that they're doing mañana is lame.
Yeah, it's all right. Next up, I want to see if you can guess whose bike the inspiration was for this one.
That has to be the doctor.
Yes.
That has to be the doctor, Valentino Rossi.
Exactly. I mean, his own team, of course, goes back to one of his bikes from the 2018 season. Actually, his helmet from that year is the actual inspiration on the bike.
Okay, that is so lit. Because can you go back one more time?
Yeah, go up. Or that, yes.
I actually love that it's matte.
Yes. Oh, yeah,
I love that it's matte with the bright yellow. I actually really, really love that because my car is also a matte color.
That is true.
And I love a good matte color in that blue. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And the helmet, gorgeous.
Yes.
So I'm a very big fan of that.
So yeah, so that was his helmet. That was the inspiration for the bike. I mean, you can see the sun right here. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I like this one.
So, all right, next up we have KTM Factory. They went with paying homage to the 1988 single racer with the white and blue livery. Oh, I said livery again. I meant livery, guys. It makes no sense. English language, sometimes, guys.
No sense.
If you're not,
you know what?
If English is not your first language, you
understand.
understand.
The front part a little bit reminds me a little bit of the RB Cash App.
Oh, interesting.
Because it has like that white nose stripe, and here it's kind of almost like inversed.
Yeah, here you can see
inverted.
This is the inspiration for it.
Okay.
So you see the blue, you see the white.
I mean, they did the best they could with what they got, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I like it actually because I think this one will also pop on the track quite a bit.
However, their junior team, dare I say, Red Bull Gas, so Tech 3, they have the same inspiration for the bike.
They look a little bit more like the Haas does here.
Really? I didn't see
because the Haas isn't it now black with the white top on the car?
Yeah, but I think this is also supposed to be a really dark blue, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. It looks black.
So the other guys have like the more
brighter
Alpha
blue?
Tauri blue or Visa Cash App RB blue, and then these are the darker blues.
Yeah, it looks
I
black
mean,
to me.
honestly, I
sorry.
got those pictures from MotoGP's GP's website and Instagram and stuff, but like the lighting in some of these
This
pictures,
one is terrible lighting.
A lot of them have terrible lighting,
And
so
then
you
the
can't
car,
really
the
see.
bike on the left is definitely in someone's backyard.
Oh yeah, 100%. All right, so
because there's a ball on the back.
Oh, what kind of bottle is there in the back?
A ball?
Oh, a ball. I thought you said a bottle. I'm like, oh, alcohol. Okay, so last one is Trackhouse. This is the bike that got, I feel, people either love it or hate it.
Okay.
So let's see what you think. So this is it. And then, so this is Trackhouse, of course, the American team that's brand new is celebrating the U.S. roots. And they're having all pictures of all 11 American Grand Prix winners on the bike, including Kenny Roberts, Randy Mamola, Kevin Schwantz, and Nikki Hayden.
Okay.
So just for reference, these are 4 of the guys on the bike, and then here again is the bike.
So I think, especially if you don't have like a legacy bike or something, I think it's actually a cool idea. The first thing it kind of reminded me of, it's gonna sound terrible, it reminds me of the sugar-free, I think it's sugar-free Red Bull can.
Oh, I hear that. That makes sense because of the blue, the light blue,
the
and
light
the silver.
blue with the silver-white situation.
Yes,
That's what it
yes.
reminds me of. I think it's fine. I don't hate it. I think it's actually very interesting that they opted to show like faces on it where everyone else didn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I get why, because they don't have this big history where they can show off an actual retro livery.
Yeah.
So they're honoring past the American history in MotoGP. So I get that.
Yeah, I get that too.
But yeah, some people thought it was boring. Some people really, really liked it. And then, so what do you think overall? Which one is your best bike? I have them all together, but I wanted to hear if anything pops up off the top of your head. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be Pramac.
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, I just love it. I think it's so pretty.
Do you guys agree?
I 100% get why people think it's basic, but something about that red and the way it pops just speaks to my soul.
Really?
And I'm just like, ooh, I love looking at it.
All
Let me
right,
see all
here,
of them again.
let's look at all of them again, which is a little bit overwhelming in one slide, but I tried to fit them all together. They're not in order. I just put them together however I felt like putting them together. I could have organized them more. I didn't have time,
I
guys.
do
I
also
apologize.
actually the one that looks like the Japanese sun.
Yes.
Also in that picture specifically looks also
Yes.
like it could be a bike that you see on Power Rangers.
I forgot, or I didn't put the
Part of a Zord.
the green version of it. I do like the green version a lot because I think it pops a lot. I do like the Grassini bike, the white one. This one here.
Nah, I don't like that.
Because I especially compared to all the other ones, it does stand out a lot because it does have the lot of white.
Yeah, it's my least favorite.
I think, me personally, I don't care for the Lenovo Ducati. I personally don't care for the Pramac. A lot of people like the Aprilia because it's a sleek black.
I agree.
Thing, which I get.
I agree.
I like
that one too.
I like this one here.
Where's the green one?
I didn't add it because it's the same team essentially.
Wow, but this is green.
It is.
Which is
your favorite color.
Thank you. So I guess I would have picked that one if that was an option.
Liar.
But I guess it's not.
Liar.
Okay, I will say now in this picture a little bit smaller, like the Lenovo. And
the Pramac.
The Pramac looks almost the same.
They do. That's why I don't.
They kind of look the same.
I don't love it, and it's going to be interesting on the track tomorrow, especially if Jorge and Pecco are going to be fighting it out. It's going to be similar.
I was like, who's who?
Similar bikes.
Who's who? But I think now looking all of them. Okay, so I think the green one stands out the most because it's green.
It's the only green one.
It's the only green one.
Yes.
But considering that's not an option for me.
It is an option.
Just being a hater. I would probably either go with the Rising Sun. Or the black one.
The Aprilia?
Aprilia.
Nice. I think those are good choices. I personally...
No, it's ugly.
I like the both of these guys, the Honda and also the Yamaha. I think it's really cool because I love that blocky kind of design. As mentioned, I love the Grassini. I don't know, it gives me like...
Yeah, you just don't like my guess, girly. No, don't even lie to me like this.
I like the way it looks because it stands out so much. I do like the Rising Sun a lot. And on second look, I don't mind the VR one.
Good. Look how short his upper body is.
No, it was like that. It's like that. And I don't mind the VR 46 Racing Team one just because I love the inspiration. Yeah, the helmet one is cool. I mean, overall, I think especially compared to some of the special liveries from
the Ferrari bullshit livery. Oh, we got a blue Ferrari and then it had a blue nose stripe.
Yes, it's so stupid. But so I think these teams actually put in effort and they all look really decent. Some are better than others. I think please let us know which ones your favorites are. If you're Team Pia or Team Milan.
Can I go back and see the green one again?
A little bit further. There it is. What are you thinking?
I'm trying to see how much I like it. Because I don't know if I like it that much. I just like that it's green.
I like it. Yeah, I like that it's green. Because it's also something different. It's a really beautiful green, and it gives me this retro vibe.
It reminds me of that gas station.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, I think overall I'm very happy that a lot of them did put in good effort. Oh, you
sorry.
Okay?
Yeah, my microphone just dropped.
Put in good effort. Yeah, I mean, I will agree, like the Pramac and the Lenovo are just like, they're just red.
Yeah, red, yeah.
I will say, I think I like the Pramac better when I saw it up front and close. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But I think the black one, the Aprilia, or the Rising Sun, which one team was that?
That was LCR Honda.
LCR Honda. I liked,
Yeah. But yeah, I think like we said, they did overall a good job.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for the race tomorrow.
Yeah, no, we had a 3-week break from MotoGP. So by the time
the video comes out, it's race day. The race might have already happened by the time you watch this.
So I guess then we'll see how they look on camera.
Yes, I'm excited for it. And we still have 11 races to go for this season.
How many races have been?
10 so far.
Okay, so we're about to be at halfway.
Almost halfway, yeah. So I'm so excited.
Crazy,
yeah, it's been a really fun season. And it's so close, especially after today's sprint race. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't watched the sprint race yet, but it's gotten, the field is tight.
It is.
And I mean, there's still so many options how things can change, because I mean, just one little mistake and you're out for the race, unfortunately. So yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please remember to like and subscribe. We really very much appreciate it. And let us know in the comments what you think of these retro liveries. Or maybe if you have a very personal one from throughout the years, let us know if you would have, maybe if you had a team, if you would have done it a little bit differently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would have done mine all red and no other colors. Just kidding.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.